Hello everybody. Today we are going to solve questions from thermal properties of matter. So first question says that a piece of blue glass heated to a high temperature and a piece of red glass at room temperature are taken inside a dimly light room. Then four options are given. First one is the blue piece will look blue and red will look as usual. Second, red look a brighter red and blue look ordinary blue. See, blue shines like brighter red compared to the red piece. Both the pieces will look equally red. So here Stephen's law is considered. So according to Stephen's law, the total energy emitted per second by unit surface area of a black body is proportional to fourth power of its absolute temperature. So energy is now directly proportional to T to the power 4. This blue glass is at high temperature than the red glass. Therefore, it shines brighter than the red glass. So option C must be correct answer. Option C must be correct answer for first question. We will go to second question, which says that wavelength of radiation emitted by body depends upon the nature of the surface, the area of the surface, the temperature of the surface, all the above factors. No doubt it is temperature of the surface. So according to Wien's displacement law, as temperature of body increases, maximum intensity of emission shift towards shorter wavelength, that is lambda m into T, which is equal to B. So lambda m is wavelength of at which maximum emission takes place at temperature T. So option C is correct for second question. Third question, my dear students, the unit of Stephen constant is. So according to the Stephen's-Boltzmann law, I can say that E is equal to sigma A into T to the power 4. So sigma is required for us now. E divided by A into T to the power 4. T to the power 4. So it is now energy is watt divided by area is meter square. Temperature is K to the power 4. So watt per meter square per Kelvin to the power 4. So this is now answer. Which is the answer now? Option C is correct for third question. Option C is correct for third question. Fourth question, we will go to fourth question. The sprinkling of water reduces slightly the temperature of closed room because temperature of water is less than that of room, specific heat of water is high, water has large latent heat, water has bad conductor of heat. So fourth question, it is option C is correct. Water has more latent heat of vaporization. When water is sprinkled over a large area, evaporation takes place. So as the latent heat of vaporization is large, then cooling takes place. So fourth question, option C is correct. Fifth question, two identical rods AC and CB made of two different metals having thermal conductivities in the ratio 2:3. So this is now different thermal conductivities 2:3. So this is now A, C, and this is now B. Are kept in contact with each other at the end C as shown in figure. A is at 100 degrees centigrade and B is at 25 degrees centigrade. Then junction C is at, you need to calculate temperature of the junction. So how can we calculate now? You know the conduction. So Q is equal to heat energy is equal to K into A into theta 1 minus theta 2 divided by D into T. So temperature of the junction, let me take this is equal to theta now. This is equal to theta. So I can say that K1 into 100 minus theta, which is equal to K2 into theta minus 25. Theta minus 25. Or K1 divided by K2, which is equal to theta minus 25 divided by 100 minus theta. Or I can say that it is now 2 by 3, which is equal to theta minus 25 divided by 100 minus theta. So we will cross multiply now. We will cross multiply 3 theta minus 75, which is equal to 200 minus 2 theta, or theta comes to be 55 degrees centigrade. 55 degrees centigrade. So option A is correct for fifth question. Option A is correct for fifth question.